What do you see is next on the verge of the development in Phuket? What's coming?
Well, there is behind Mai Khao, which is the most northern developed beach. There's another beach that goes up to Sarasin Bridge. That could be developed. Just behind the bridge, there's also up to Natai to the one side and Phang Nhat to the other side. There is still a lot of land that could be developed. So I think it will grow out a little bit of Phuket. Towards the northern let's say the northern point and beyond the bridge.
Yeah, like Nhat Thai and pushing. It's just those beaches. Once you kind of pass Nai Thon, Nayan, the beaches kind of turn to that Khao Lak style, where it's it's not like Surin Beach or
yeah. Of course, it's not these cozy beaches. They don't have them. No. They have these very long beaches down there.
Yeah. Have you been up to Khao Lak recently?
Last time a year ago.
Yeah, it's. Have you been to Memories Beach before?
Not that I could.
There's a couple hidden. It's like an old surf school, but they're quaint. They're hidden. I mean, there's not too much to do in Khao Lak, but there's a big.
Okay.
There's a big. I noticed. Maybe you're aware. There's a big Swedish and German population in Khao Lak. Do you know why? Why is that?
Well, Sweden has a big tradition of traveling to this area. So. Just look at the tsunami. The majority of dead tourists were Swedish in 2004. And Khao Lak also. It was basically built on Scandinavian tourism.
Do you know why they decided to settle there? Any particular reason?
It's not a question of settling there. All Scandinavian nations are absolute minority now in Phuket or anywhere for people that call themselves residents, foreign residents, or even part-time residents. It's not so many. I mean, the majority is British. Second largest community is Russian, followed by the French and Belgians. Even we Germans are only number 6 or 7 in terms of local residents, and they are not a few. Looking at the fact that you have 8 international schools in Phuket with almost, on average, 600 kids, right? You can imagine how many families live here, foreign nationalities.
Yeah, and I mean, I can see it just continue to grow, especially as people become, more, I don't want to say digital nomads in that sense, but a lot of families are moving here, younger families that are able to work, remotely. I would assume that they're going to need to start maybe building more schools as well. I mean, because they're going to have to cater to this audience.
Well, at the moment, it's still quite a big frequency, fluctuation. People come to the island, leave the island. I see that at our school. They're coming and going. Always 10% coming, 10% going. Yeah, maybe at the end of the day, but the Americans just built Oak Meadows, another international school. Opened last year.
Where's that located?
It's behind the Central.
Okay.
In Katu. Well, I see Phuket developing into a more luxurious spot. If you look at the famous places in the world, Saint-Tropez, Ibiza, Mykonos, Malibu.
Santorini?
Santorini is too small. Santorini is too small and doesn't have this flair, right? Phuket could become the Asian type of Saint-Tropez, right? Where really, really wealthy people have their retreat, whether for temporary or for a certain period of the year or for the whole year. And the infrastructure is building around that. So it actually led me going to retire here. I felt after the first half year or 6 months or 8 months, I thought, Jesus, that's not enough for me, right? So I started also thinking of what could bring Phuket further in the direction where it is going now. So I started also some hobby businesses.
If you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.